Hello, and welcome to my next episode of my Minecraft series. In this episode, we're going to be doing a bit of a tutorial again on a auto sorting system. So I'll build two modules because you can see that they stack side by side, and we're going to be building 4 of these, not this episode, but next episode, when we do our storage silo build, which will build onto our little tower that we've got going on here. So everything in this chest is what you need for a couple of them. So just can grab these materials and in whatever amount that you would like. Now the glass is important to have as well. And these slabs don't have to be slabs. They can be any filler block you need, as long as you have 44 of them. So I like to rename them just at an anvil so that we don't get them confused with anything. So I'll name them filler block. Because who knows, could name something filler, I don't know. And you'll want to do them in multiple stacks because it only costs 1 experience. If you were to do something like this, there's 32 or even as low as 1, and name it the same, filler block, it costs 1 for those 32. So just makes more sense to name a mass amount in one go. Because you can see my experience just dropped from 30 to 29. Now to build this, we're going to need our chest, which our hopper will be going into. Actually, we're going to put this up one. We've got our chest there. We'll have our hopper going into the chest, and then you will want another hopper facing forward as well. Let's make sure they're facing forward. Remove these temporary blocks. So now you're going to take a full block or solid block and place it down. Out of this hopper, the top hopper is going to be a comparator, which will be going into a solid block. Then you can throw down a filler block. And this is going to be a glass block, followed by a solid block, and a solid block. So it's going to be this pattern. That is the pattern that you need. Now you're going to take some redstone dust. You're going to put it in these 3 blocks, just like that. Now this is where the glass block comes into play, so that your redstone can travel down to this block, because it's going to be powering this lamp. If this glass, which don't have silk touch, but just to show you guys what I mean, if that's a solid block, this redstone doesn't travel through there. So it needs to be a glass block that you can still have this redstone line. Now this redstone torch is powering this block, which will lock the hoppers. So you can take 44 of your items and place them in here, and they're not going to fall through this one. And you're going to want to fill, I like to do it evenly, it doesn't have to be even, but I like to fill evenly these 4. They need to be full, or else this could potentially pick up another item in one of these 3 spots. Now this front spot is going to be where the filter is for whatever item you want to go through here. So we're going to use polished deep slate as our example. You can see it's not going anywhere. It's not filling the chest. Nothing's happening. If we were to throw the rest of the stack in, it will start to fall through into this one, into here. Now an item will always be in this chest, or in this hopper as well. So don't be alarmed that there's items gathering in there. It will always be in there. And they're going to keep cycling. This light will be off until all your items filter through, and then it'll turn back on, locking these hoppers. So 57 of the 58 that we put through there are in here. Now this design is stackable to an unlimited amount. We just have to swap one block out for that to happen, which will be this block right here will have to become a target block. We'll do this quick for that. Only lost 2. Just stacking all this. Right, so get that going. And we can remove this block. Now to stack it, we're just going to make the identical setup. So we have target block, and then our solid blocks here. Throw the redstone down first, then the glass, or redstone, and the comparator. Then we'll get our chest out here with our hoppers. I'll show you why we use 44 in here. Take these 64, chuck them in. You'll see they start to drain, and when they get to 45, they stop. Right there, you got your 45. So that's why we use 44 fillers, is so that this first block will be whatever item we want filtered through. So it'll stop at 1 right there. And then that just allows us to put whatever filler block we want, or whatever filtered block we want, block we're trying to separate. Now it doesn't have to be that. You could have, like, if we take out 5, then you can put some extra ones in here. So 7. I mean, you could even put just a single one down if you wanted as the filler. It's just the more open this is, like the block that you want to collect, the easier it is for you to 41, collect blocks as they pass through your channel system, which I'll get to the water channel that we're going to do during our silo episode, which will be coming up. But this is the gist of the filter system. So again, you don't need the target block if you're doing just a singular. You can use it if you want, doesn't really matter. But if you're stacking them, you have to use the target block, or else the hoppers lock and nothing gets through. So that's fun. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. can subscribe, hit the notification bell, catch some more tutorials and builds as we continue with our town. But we'll catch you in the next episode, so goodbye.